So then we talked to you about the role, and then how was the process after that?
As far as I remember, the process after that, we had several meetings, several discussions, and it was always like, you know, you were the intermediate communicator between the company and me. That's how far I understood. And it's always like there's not, the fixed, the fixed, say, search regulation or the fixed inquiry from the company. You always, got a feedback from the other company. Yeah, and try to communicate and try to actually to adjust our common interests. That was my feeling. And you always ask me how I feel and if it's personally okay for me. And that was something I really respected because you really try to match the personality to the position. Yeah, that's pretty much what I think about that.
It's very wonderful to hear. Good. Okay. Now, given your experience with us as a candidate, would you recommend other candidates to work with us as well?
Definitely, yes. Yes. I would recommend actually everyone who's watching this video, everyone who wants to maybe, get a better position or who's maybe not happy in his company, I would recommend to at least talk to you. I mean, you have a good network. The networking is really, really absolutely, extraordinary wide.
Yeah.
You know very many people in all industries and different industries. And I think actually if you, I mean, if you keep going on with that networking, you can find actually the right position for everyone. Looking from my perspective as MD, someone who wants to hire people, I think yes, because also, I switched the sides, right, from the candidate to the one who is looking for, because I obviously started a company here, and I need some stuff. But I need the right person. So I don't need the quantity. I need the quality. And looking from that perspective, I think it's also very helpful that you have some candidates you already filter, and this is actually really helpful. I know that from my former position, when I used, what you have in the internet platforms or other recruiting companies, and you get staples and staples of curriculums and sometimes emails, even people who are obviously not the right person for this position, but they just try,
Right.
It's like they go into the quantity, and the work behind that, reading each curriculum, reading everything, finding out, is that the right person? Even then you have someone, oh yes, this could be the right one, but you haven't talked to him yet. Finally, you talk to him and, oh no, that's not what I expected. So, this is everything done by you, and you introduce the right candidate. At least, let's say you introduce the right 10, or let's say possible 10 candidates, and then we go into the detailed search. And this is the point where you involved me. So as a head of a company, as an MD, or quite, let's say, busy, man in a company, having lots of responsibilities, it's really helpful that you do the groundwork already. I don't want to do this my HR department. I want to let this be done by someone who is outside of the company, someone who has like an objective view on the CVs and on the company. And it was always like you contacted me, sent me some CVs, contacted me. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about this? And what is, could you imagine he can do this or that? And so there was always a kind of question and feedback if I'm really sure about this. And then we had the interviews. I mean, what you need to know is definitely it takes time, but finding the right people takes time always, of course. But this is what you want. You want to find the right people, and with your help, I found a really good guy, which I was really happy about that. Yeah. So yeah, from coming back to your question, from both perspectives, as a candidate, but also as someone looking for a right candidate, I can only encourage the people to ask for your help. Yes.